Okay. Um Everybody, sorry about that. I'm trying so hard to figure out what's going on with these crashes. I genuinely believe that these crashes are happening over on the side of the servers that maintain Twitch's service. Because I'm digging through the nitty-gritty aspects of my stream service, and they're telling me there's no issue. They're saying stream is fine. They're saying everything's up and running. So I'm concerned that this is a server issue. So I need to figure out what's going on the opposite side of my computer. But thank you so much for sticking around. I'm so sorry about all the stream crashes. Please let me know if you're having any issues watching the stream. I really want to make sure you have the best experience possible being here. So we're doing our best. Things happen, buddy. It's okay. I appreciate that, Aku. Dane, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here, Dane. We're trying so hard not to crash out. But we are back. Okay. Let me I need been here a minute but wouldn't miss it. Hang in there, dude. I appreciate that, Dane. It says it's unstable again. Everybody just be warned, we're having some stability issues. I apologize for that. But I appreciate you being here. Okay, we need an old priest and a young priest. That's absolutely what we need. We need to be decursed immediately. Let's see. Okay. I need to pop out. I need to get I need to pop back over to YouTube once again. Give me just a second. I apologize for the delay. We'll be right back with our regularly scheduled service. Just a second. Please feel free to keep chatting. We appreciate having you here. Okay, everyone. We're doing our best. And we are back. Maybe a middle-aged priest too, just to round it all out? Yes, absolutely. You have permission to be menaces? You always have a permission to be a menace, Aku. You know that. This is the one! Yeah, Dane, I don't know what the issue is, because last night we had no problems whatsoever. But tonight we're having all the problems. The stream doesn't want to stay up for more than 20 minutes. You also want to find a fairy circle? Ah, ring of mushrooms will do you good, Agbu. The scuff gods can be fickle. How long till we get him to regret that? Oh, I will probably regret it immediately, Spice, but y'all be menaces as long as you want. Don't let me stop you. Okay. Everything is back up and running. We can continue our investigation. Okay. So we know that your name is Mr. Wolf. I'm very excited to find that out. Aku, thank you so much for the bits! 69 bits! Nice! All that gay bacon. Time to unleash the spice. Is that what is in this cage? Pigs? That's adorable. You run out of character counts, so it's 69 forever? Okay, this... Now that we... Alright, you're the one who actually did the deed. No. No, you're not. Never mind. Technically, it stops at 71, but that's not as fun. For you. I don't recognize you. You... I don't recognize a few of you. I believe these three were the ones from Formosa. So I need to get your names right. Oh, you weren't speared by an enemy, you were speared by a beast. If you're... Okay, and you have to be the last person from Formosa. Spiked by a terrible beast. Okay, unless I've got their names backward. Let me... I need to go back through a couple of these memories. I think I've filled out the whole book now. Okay. Unknown soul was crushed by falling cargo. Known. You I should know the name of. Why should I know your name? Not the bosun's. Are you also Russian? I think the other guy... There's a couple of Russian seamen here. Figure out... I need to figure out who... He said the word. Okay. 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 He also said the word. Bird. Okay, I know you're the cook. We have buffering. Dice, I thought you were going to fix that. Maybe okay? Okay, thank you, Dane. Keep me posted. What if they were beasts? I think you're the cook. I'm like 90% sure you're the cook. You were crushed by cargo. Decapitated by beast. That's for sure. You... I don't know your name yet. Gonna need a more powerful spice than just I. We'll need some anise. Some cinnamon. Or some saffron. Okay. Okay. Let's... You were strangled by a terrible beast. You're spiked by a terrible beast. There we go. I had a name wrong. Okay. We're a fourth of the way through the crew. We've figured out a good number of people's names. I mean, we figured out a good number of the ways that people have passed. But we need to figure out names. That's like the big important, like, stopping point of this game, is figuring out names. That's the big hurdle. Okay, you. This unknown soul. You have been a topman? Unknown topman. Okay. Okay. There's so much... there's so much to do in so little time. Let's see here. Let's go back through the memory here. The calling. You're Nichols. What just happened? Okay. Speared by a terrible beast. Okay, who are you? I feel like I've got your name right. Do I have your cause of death wrong? Speared by a beast. Okay. Who are you? You're Nichols. Soul. Gunner? Topman, Seaman. Oh boy, there's so many there's so many people here on this list. And I really don't know anything about any of them. Oh boy. Okay. Lots of seamen and topmen. I don't know who these two are. I don't know what happened to them. Hotmen have been known to spend time with seamen. Whatever floats your boat. More of a bottomman yourself? Oh my. Okay, okay. Here's what we need to do. I feel like this is O'Hagan, but it's telling me that that's like a level 3 deduction. Who could O'Hagan be? Could you be O'Hagan? Reverseman yourself? Oh my. That is a lotion brand? Okay, okay. Off the coast of Canary Islands is where this happened. It's so hard to figure out who these people were without making crazy assumptions. Okay. What if you weren't crushed by falling cargo?
Keep rowing!
Where is it? There! Something there!
I see it!
Give us a weapon! Shoot it! My kid eye!
Pick up the oars and row, you fools!
Okay, we need to figure out your name. Okay, I'm convinced I need to find how this dude died.
Keep course due east. You'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. You packed enough stores?
Aye, sir. Checked and loaded them myself.
Good. Stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn.
Miss Lim, are you alright? Yes, I'm okay. The chest, it must not fall into the ocean. If the monsters come, you must stay down.
Aye, shut it up. This is strange things about monsters.
Okay. You speared by a beast. Okay, okay, okay. I can figure this out. Speared by a terrible beast. Seemed like he could understand the Formosan. So, who... Where was Formosa? Was that a real place, or is that made up for this game? I've never heard of it. Okay. Pardon my ignorance, if it is a real place. Okay. Let's see here. No, I don't. He was electrocuted. He was a topman. Definitely not part of everyone. Summer, welcome in. How are you doing today? This guy doesn't even know Formosa. I'm pretty sure that's not how you spell it, Dane. Caught you. I'm doing great, Summer. How Twitch is being stinky about letting us stay on live. So we've been disconnecting a little bit here and there, but other than that, we've been fantastic. No, don't buffer! Don't buffer! I was just talking about this! No! Okay, alright, I think we're back. Okay, like I was saying, we're having some technical difficulties tonight. I'm really hoping we can resolve it some kind of way. This is a topman. He was electrocuted. We don't know anything else about him. We don't know anything else about him other than that he was struck by lightning. Okay, you're the only one. We know for sure your name. Formosa is obviously the sister island to Formosa. This guy doesn't even know. Well, thank you, Dane. Thank you for the geography lesson. You have D&D in 15 minutes and you're trying to wolf about your life, get grounded, etc. I think that's a great opportunity to do so right before you go into oh, okay. That's a big paragraph, Dane. Give me a second. I'll read through it. If like smoke and pee before you start, that's a great place to start, Summer. Let's see. For your info, Ashwood, the Republic of Formosa was a short-lived, unrecognized state that existed on the island of Taiwan in 1895 during the interim between the formal concession Taiwan by the Qing dynasty of China to the Empire of Japan after the Treaty of Shimonoseki. The Republic lasted for 151 days, proclaimed on 23 May 1895 and extinguished on 21st of October. Capital of Tainan, taken over by the Japanese, they established control on the island. Okay. But this game, Dane, is set in 1807. So is that just an anachronism? Okay, I need to find out where you are. Okay, I know your name. I don't know how you die. You got electrocuted. Nothing here. The Doom.
Let me on.
Over my dead body, you bloody Dane.
Huh? How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother.
What? That was an accident.
The robes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Nice. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
Okay. You. Did you figure out who the brothers were? That's what I'm working on right now, Agbu. Thinking. Unknown soul met an unknown fate. If there's anybody with the same name. Nathan and Samuel Peters. Clubbed by Samuel. You're the Danishman. But what if you aren't Samuel Peters? What if you're Nathan Peters? You're the Danish man? Unknown fate. Where do you... Disappeared in the Doom. There are a lot of disappearances in the Doom. The Doom! Okay, the Doom. Where is the body of Itbang Singh? Not the Doom, not Escape. In the Lazaret. There's still something we need to find. What is a Lazaret? Hey Wolf, welcome in. I think we got, yeah, we got the artist. Okay. What is a Lazaret? Over here? Down further? Do I want an answer to what a lazarette is? Wasn't sure if you were asking seriously. I think I can figure out if I go to the glossary. Oh, nope, it does not include what a lazarette. Is it on the... Where's the ship map? Deck plans for the Obra Dinn. Captain's cargo, Orlop deck, lazarette. Okay. Lazarette, it looks like, is a part of the ship on the cargo. I'm on the wrong side of the ship. Wolf with the 55 stream watch streak. Hell yeah. Thank you for the support, Wolf. That's incredible. Oh, it looks like it's blocked off. Looks like I can't get to the lazarette. That is very wommed, and wommed indeed. Okay. Okay. This dude, it says I should know who he was. I'm wondering, I'm so confused. There's Charles Minor. Okay, we know that's not correct. It says we should know this guy's name. Okay. Level 1 deduction should be super easy. Let's view the bitter cold again.
Well,
Same as the other fellow. Some lung disease, not consumption. Made worse by the cold.
will it spread?
If so, we'd all have it. They must have picked it up at the Alaska house. I checked all hands just now, and everyone is healthy.
And him? What are his chances?
I gave him some laudanum. We'll see.
Okay. Who are you? Don't know your name. He didn't sound French. This is the surgeon. Gotta be. Are you the surgeon's mate? You were. And that was Patrick O'Hagan. Okay. Okay. We're closer than we've ever been. So why don't we have your death row? Okay. That was huge. That was a huge breakthrough. We just named 3 more people. And we know now that the dude who John Davies, no, part of the Doom. Okay. We now know his name is for sure Nathan Peters. Back? Are we back? Are we having trouble? Are we having connection difficulties? Back, but you missed the C. Okay. Why do we think your name Nicholas Botterill? I'm so confused. It's been fine on your end? That's fantastic. Thank you very much. Wiguchi, fantastic. I'm trying to figure out, y'all, what exactly... Well, I'm trying to figure out a lot of things. Okay. Huh. Whose death should we investigate next? Was it part of the calling? Soldiers of the... Chapter 6 of the Escape.
Oh no! You're cut!
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye,
to pull him back to save me.
you tell her yourself. Brennan! Bring the surgeons, kid!
Okay, you're Brennan. Figured that out. Do we know who you are? No, you're the dude who attacked Captain. You're William Hoscott. You we don't know the name of. We don't even know how you died.
What's all this, you damn fool?
Clubbed by Brennan. Everyone, give me a quick 20 seconds. I'll be right back.
What is happening? Something coming? Something bad? Defend me, predators! Ah! 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 I lost my hat! Fuck! I have Einstein hair? Yes, excellent. It's the mark of genius. Or Germanness.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Full detective work now. How do we figure out your name? Welcome back. Thank you very much.
Captain Campbell. You have a plan? Yes. Take ship and sail east. Trade treasure fish and shells for gold. Hey, who's there? Mutiny! Mutiny! Fresh bastard! No!
Okay. Loved by Brennan. I think we should be able to figure out. I think we should be able to figure out who they are by now. No, not you. No, not you. Unknown soul. We... Who did it? What are your names? Okay, we know you. I'm pretty sure your name is Paul. Need to figure out who killed you.
Last one. Move quick. You'll not take the last push.
Oh, look out!
Ooh, okay. You were shot? Who are these people? I really don't know who any of these people are. That's the captain. How am I supposed to know the names of the people that disappeared? Are one of you the surgeon? Okay, I think you're alive. They were heading east. So, okay, head east. So, if we go to the map, they would have headed for Madeira? Not the Calling. Not Unholy Captive. Not Soldiers of the Sea. Not the Bargain. Escape. They would have headed east to Madeira. Right? Okay. Can I select Madeira? Roz, welcome in. How are you doing today? Good to see you. Have you been? We've been we're playing Obra Dinn, Return of the Obra Dinn. It is a really engaging mystery puzzle game where we have to figure out let's see, not on the Azores. Alive on Canary Islands? No, they headed east. Did they head to Spain? Did they head to Europe? Let's see, they would have had to head south to go to the Canary Islands, but east to go to Madeira. Maybe he's in Africa? Trying to make sure you don't stay sick because next week. Had the flu last week and have a lingering cough, which is pain. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. I do hope you feel better soon. Africa. Who else was on the boat as he escaped to the Canary Islands? Is that where he escaped to? Because that seems super south. I also don't know their names, Agbu. Mostly good, just being precautious. I really hope you feel better soon, and I hope it... What do you have next week that you don't want to be sick for? I know you of course don't want to be sick for a lot of reasons, but do you have something cool going on next week? Looked like it on the map to you. It kind of like they said they were heading east, but the Canary Islands are south. Magfest, ooh, I've heard Magfest is a lot of fun. I hope you have a fantastic time. Definitely, I hope you're fully recovered by then. Let's see. Okay. Maybe we're barking up the wrong tree, right? It's your favorite con and appreciated should be grand? Hell yeah. This is the last guy alive. First mate. You, other than the captain, were the last person to be alive on the ship. That's the end. So. Can we start whittling off people are? All killed by a sword by an unknown attacker. How do we figure out your name? Magfest is your other dream con? Drink all the good tea and feel better? Absolutely drink all the good tea and feel better. Let's see. Escape, part 3 of 6.
Let them go!
God damn. Okay. So who are you? You're alive. It and Dragon are the best time, but Mag is the birthday con too. Ooh, happy early birthday. Yeah, I love Dragon Con. Dragon Con is a great time. I've never been to Magfest though, but I've heard it's fun. Okay. She probably just a passenger. So you're either Emily Jackson or Miss Jane Bird. You live on the islands. Well, you're Emily Jackson. There aren't many women on board? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. When you got off the Artist Wally waitlist for Magfest, but it was way too close to the show for you to make it work? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Spice. Let's see. Do I have it backwards, or do I just not have... Do I not have... Ah. Who are you? Mag is great because of the all-day arcade and constant concerts. Ooh. Also is way more of a vibe than Katsu. I enjoyed Katsu the one time I went. But yeah, it was kind of, there wasn't a lot going on from what I remember. Let's see. Okay. Here's the thing. Once we start figuring out on the gun deck, once we like figure out a connection here, once we get like a couple of things like connected, we'll be rolling. But we need to figure out... You lost your foot in an attack. Hold him down. What madness is this? 20 years, my steward, and never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself. But none of this was... All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. The rest of his... There's so much going on. Anyone performing that you're psyched to see? Ooh, great question, Spice. Where's the dude's leg?
Keep pressure here.
What madness is this? 20 years my steward had never a doubt of your sanity. Explain yourself. Those are guilty beasts carrying a curse. Throw them back or doom us all. Tie him up and put him in the lazaret with those things. He may yet find his senses.
Okay,
Spots, I think.
I'm up in the lazaret with those things. He had to find his senses. All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg? Where's the rest of his leg, indeed? Wolf, thank you for the lurk. Where's the rest of his leg in... Okay, we can figure out that his name is John Davies. Filled with a sword. Here's my steward. Steward a... Philip Dahl. Captain... Philip Dahl. Philip Dahl. Philip Dahl. You're the surgeon. We figured that out. Oh, wait, hold on. Not in Europe, you're on the Canary Islands. You think? No. No, okay. Hold up. Hold on. What if we have you backward? What if you're Emily Jackson? See, I don't think they made it to the Canary Islands. The Proto-Men are cool. Yeah! That's awesome. I love the Proto-Men. You're curious about Gunderslam. It's supposed to be there. Not a Ruby watcher, but the music you've heard is good. The music is very good from Ruby. Definitely. Music for Ruby absolutely goes hard. I haven't heard of Gunderslam, but you'll look them up. Let me know what you think of them, Spice. Okay, alright. Which of these two seems older? Because that's the one I would go with Miss. I can't really tell which one is, by these. I guess she's got more in the. She's a bit more gaunt looking. Like she's got more definition in the cheeks. So I would say you're probably the Miss. Makes you Emily Jackson. You're not on the Canary Islands. Where did you go? Where would you, how can I tell where you are after you? Ooh, you're dead. Succumbed to illness. What other memories are you in? Cargo. It should be very obvious who you are. Why don't I, if it's so obvious, why don't I know who you are? Same as the other fellow. Worse by the cold. They must have picked it up at the Lasker house. So, Salman Saeed. Aku, thank you so much for the hydrate. Where was Saeed from? Okay. Let's see. I think I'm onto something, chat. I think I'm onto something. But I just need to find John. Where is Saeed? Salman Saeed was from India. So that other guy from India? Where were you? Um, could you be him? Abraham. Renfred. None of those are correct. Or at least I'm not close enough with any of my other suggestions. Let's... For you. You're the artist? For you. They're getting a stretcher. They're carrying down the shell. The shell that caused all the badness to happen. So what? I feel like... Well, now we don't have an... When did we start tonight? We started around 6:30. So it's been about 2 hours. So we need to, like, really shake a tail feather on these deductions if we're going to make time on the average time on finishing the game. Let's see. I need to figure out how you died. You, I'm close to. Both of these were probably drowned. But how do I figure out your name? You're one of the gunmen. Who? Unknown soul was crushed by falling car. Don't think that's what happened. Graham? Renfred. William. Oh. In that group. Let's see. How do we figure out? How do we figure out who? I'm like 90% sure this is correct. Need to figure out. Need to figure out 2 more. Okay. This isn't correct. If it was, it would have been a part of the... You not speared by a terrible beast? You speared by an enemy? Do I remember where the crushing cargo happened? No, I do not. It happened right here, I'm sure. They dropped a... They dropped a squid on him. Definitely. That wasn't crushing cargo. It looks like crushing cargo. Look at it. They dropped the squid on him. What could that be other than crushing cargo? Unless it counts as a fall. A body's cargo? Sure it is. Unless it counts as him falling down the stairs. No one expired from old age. Wasn't eaten. He wasn't electrocuted. Let's see. Okay, he's not alive. Wasn't axed, burned, clawed, clubbed, or crushed. Well, maybe he was crushed. Yeah. By a bee. I don't know. I don't know his name. I think he's one of the people from India. Like this group of 4. Or the group from India. Spiked. Are you the carpenter? I wish I could just teleport between the memories. There was a guy who was crushed by actual cargo? Yeah, I know. You've got to be the carpenter. You've got a hammer in your hands and you're coming. Oh, or you're the carpenter. Which one of you is the carpenter? You're the one actually cutting wood, so we'll call you the carpenter. Which makes you the carpenter's assistant? What was it called? Spiked. Okay, I've just made a lot of assumptions. So that means I'm not close. Means I'm missing. You, I recognize. Cool. Hey, Ellie, welcome in. Did we raid? Hi, Ash. Welcome in, Ellie. How are you doing today? Yes, you rated in. So glad to have you here. We're playing Return of the Obra Dinn. It's a mystery solving game. We're trying to resolve the fates of 60 perished or disappeared people in 1807. We're trying to figure out what happened on a ship that went out to sea and did not come back until 4 years later with its whole crew missing. I'm got something wrong. I've got something wrong and I can't figure out what it is. Let's see. Guy was crushed by a loose cannon. I should have figured out who he was by now. Good, just woke up from a very long nap? Hell yeah, that's fantastic, Ellie. I'm doing really well. We're having some technical difficulties, which haven't been the best. Twitch has been a little funny about us streaming right now. But we're doing good. We're having a good time, and we're making some progress on our mysteries. We're filling out this book of mysteries, people's fates. But I feel like we are making progress. I just need to like really narrow in on a couple of these people. If I could figure out, like, I really feel like the deductions will cascade once we figure out a couple more names. Okay, you I've seen appear a couple of times. I like your ascot. What, you I've seen... Yes, you're the artist. Really feel like this guy was crushed. Does that count as being crushed by a terrible beast?
Clear the deck. Move the boat to stern and throw the bodies over.
What's your foot in?
Hey there, what's this? Give them to me and I can fry us a solid meal, boys.
Heaven now. Take it slow.
What's it, gentlemen? There's a pretty shell here. Let's have a look.
No, get back.
What if you were spiked? Okay. I really feel like you're the cook. Okay. You're the bosun. You're Mr. Wolf. You're the captain. What if you're Martin Perio? His soul appears in 9 memories. No memories on deck. Not what I want. I want this person's fate. Gonna lurk, friendo? Thank you so much for the lurk, Ellie. Yes, please take care of yourself. Make sure you get some water. Ellie, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the soiree. Please make yourself at home. But please enjoy your lurk, most of all. There's so much... Maybe I've got to go through the Soldiers of the Sea quest again. Just see how everyone... Yeah. That's what I'll do. Where's the exit to this? Okay. Okay. Where am I?
I've got you. Don't move.
You weren't speared, you were spiked. And you've got a apron on, which means you're a butcher. Right?
Get you down.
You were burned. Knifed by an unknown attack. Okay. They fell victim to crabs. Crushed. Where are the crabs? Where are the crabs? To follow the line of... Guess I just need to follow the line of... Ah! That's loud. That's very loud. I apologize to everybody. I was not expecting that scream. Do you have any other deaths? Okay. Here we go. Here we... Where are we going? Aglu, thank you for the lurk. Masada, welcome in. How are you doing today? This game indeed. I'm playing it for the first time. I'm trying to figure out what all happened on the return of the Obra Dinn. How are you doing today? Trying to figure out, okay, you were obviously, but I don't know your name. Don't know your name. You're definitely decapitated. You definitely decapitated. James Wallace. Okay. I believe you're the butcher. For you. Liked. Just chilling. Been interested in this game for a bit, but haven't seen a lot about it, so stoked for the opportunity to see it in action. So it will be spoiler heavy because the whole point of the game is unraveling